different, so it's always different from anything. So for me,
More power to you, Mello. I'm gonna
Oh
keep you in
yeah.
my prayers,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
now I like that because
I
you broke down everything in a well perspective. So for me, like parenting is different, so it's always different from anything. So for me, parenting two kids to stepson, and then we have the young one, and woof, he think he's the boss. So it's different, like four kids, but you never want a situation to ever come off like as a rivalry. Like it's a Duke, Carolina, Washington Redskins, Cowboys. If you're done, you're done. That's cool. That's all right. That's fine. But it should never come off to where like the two hate each other, or you trying to blame somebody as this person angry, that person angry, whatever's angry. Like it should never work like that because it's not necessarily that. It's more like, hey, like you were saying earlier, like things move on, you go. That's I mean, as in when it comes to parenting and stuff, it's fine. Like things don't necessarily work. That's okay. That's cool. Everybody ain't compatible. And like you said, everybody you don't have to do life with the other day.
Right.
And that's fine too. But at the same time, let's not make it a when we see each other, we got to roll eyes and throw eyes in the back of the head. I can't stand it. It don't have to be like that. In the day, it's about like who the child is, or like you can't get mad because in the day, I look at it like this and like, regardless of what you say, regardless of what you agree to, whether you agree or disagree, you had something going on together. You had a true passion, a genuine passion.
Facts.
You had enough time to make the babies. I ain't got to go into raw thoughts with that. So, I mean, apparently something was going very well.
Yeah.
And just because it went sour or went south, it still was made. Babies don't get created off of, I mean, you may have something made create them once at the time, but you also have, when you're in a relationship where you're dealing with somebody for years and years and years and babies are created, that was something pretty much either planned or somewhat like, hey, if it happens, it happens. It don't, it don't.
Yeah.
So like, either way, don't make it out to this person, this person. No, this person want this person want that. No, don't. We ain't gonna play them games because you want to make them babies with that person.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just not ideal. Like, and I agree. Like, I've always been a big fan of like, or a promoter of like, it's never a good idea to like badmouth your ex because at one point they was your sugar honey iced tea. So it's like now if y'all broke up and you got all this junk to say about him, it just makes you look stupid for even being with them in the first place. When you start calling out all their flaws now that you're not with that person, like it doesn't help the situation. You know what I'm saying?
And you can't manipulate it in a conversation with like this. So when that happens, and you know it happened, and people in the world, just being logical, raw thoughts from our minds, it's a logical thing. Like it comes, this is where it gets real. And now y'all hit me with the deep. At the end of the day, like you can't come off as like after everything, the dust settles and everything happens, you can't use the default. He's a bad person. He ain't morals or principles. He ain't this that. No, you can't use that because that's never the issue. And people like to use that. Like throw that term. He's a bad person. He's a mean person. He's an angry person. He won't never angry when you was boop 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 bow whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't complain it in. You won't complain it. You stayed with him. You was with him for months. You were dealing with him. If they ain't did anything out of the ordinary to make you say like, hey, let's prime example. Like let's say, give an example. Can't say nobody's mean and angry and all this stuff. I mean, if you went to the beach with them, if they were angry and mean, if they ain't like it, they would throw you off the balcony. I mean, but they're not. So, like, just because it doesn't work, don't start using the default conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bad person. Oh, he's not genuine. He's not. Man, please. Like, and everybody, you have these other folks who like to throw these love stories out, like they genuine and love stories and all love. And at the end of the day, you're talking about this person. But the next person over here trying to hit you with I love and this and I'm healing you and blah blah blah. Whole time they just trying to knock you out your boots. And when that's over with, it's over with. Like so, it's no different. And they'll try to use it as I was definitely man. No, you won't. You just trying to knock the boots. And sometimes, might get even deeper. Sometimes you ain't got to use the poems. You don't have to use the love stories. You have to use the healing. Shoot, at the end of the day, some people just gonna. Like what the song say, no great goose if they don't get loose. Some people just gonna pull their pants down anyway. You ain't got to do all that. They just gonna do it. Like it don't even have to be that difficult. You ain't gotta go through all that little poetic justice type of stuff, man. So like, I'm saying to myself, like, you was there, it happened. Don't start trying to manipulate it like something is like such a terrible thing when in reality, if you had enough time to make baby now, our situation may be different. I'm not saying everybody's situation is the same, but what I'm saying is like everybody that was made wasn't just an accident. Like a lot of the times, things are like, you know, pre-planned and all that stuff.